This is really what I want to say about whiteness, is that it is a label. Again, people say, I'm not my ancestors. Then why are you calling yourself white? Why are you behaving within the modalities that they have defined and set? Whiteness is something that people choose to inherit. Blackness is a refuge that people created to preserve their humanity. That's the difference right there. That's very much the difference. But they are two sides of a coin that was created by colonizers to perpetuate slavery and division. Period. And so when you choose to adhere to the modalities and to the behaviors and to the mentalities of whiteness, you are actively choosing those behaviors. To unlearn whiteness and to re-understand humanity is to let go of so many different phobias. Xenophobia, homophobia, transphobia, Islamophobia, blackphobia. Because that's the thing. That was the one thing. Like, I remember when I was younger, people were saying about racism. They were like, how do you feel when you approach or walk past a black person? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? And I started paying attention to those, and I was like, yo, why would I feel this, quote, fear? Why would I feel this, that, or the other? And gracias a Dios, this was a long time ago. Because at the same time, I believe Leroy was my teacher, started being my teacher at the age of 18. And I was very fortunate for that, incredibly fortunate. So that when I thought of these things, I didn't have to internalize any sense of guilt. I was able to say, okay, this is something that is outside of me that I need to unlearn, because this isn't how I want to be. This is not how I choose to be. So I'm going to choose something else, and that's going to take work. That's going to take effort. But I'm going to do that work, and I'm going to do that effort because I want to be that person. ¿Qué más? So yeah, Diego I think he's just hitting 3 months, and so he's starting to have a ton of energy, always with the zoomies, always needing to play. Because again, that's the same thing. He's a kitten. And with him, there are certain facts of his life. He is crepuscular. So his instincts tell him to hunt at dawn and at dusk. So he needs to play that game. Hunt, catch, kill. And if I don't play with him, then I become the prey. I become the target practice. And that don't work so well for either of us. But again, I don't know, and because this is kind of what some other stuff goes back to, and I understand it because there's a lot of people that I don't talk about negative things, we only talk positive stuff. Okay, that really is dysfunctional, and if you can't understand that, then put on your big boy pants, alright? No more pull-ups even. Because there's a lot of people, I think that, they don't hold people accountable because they don't want to go through the stress of it, and they tell themselves, oh, they'll figure it out. But that's the point of having a community, is so that no one needs to figure anything out alone. Well, they're not alone, if they need something, they'll call me. That kind of laissez-faire attitude is literally why people unalive themselves, and the rates for that behavior are extraordinary. Because we don't hold space for others to bring their vulnerability, their pain, or their sadness, and we force them to carry all of that alone. And then we want to say, oh, well, they just need to work harder. And again, what is curious, is that when a person of color says, oh, I'm going through this mental or emotional thing, oh, well, you just got to get over that. But when a white person is going through some mental or emotional thing, let's put the world on pause. And that really is the behavior. That's the double standard. And it truly exists. And so it comes back to, are we going to continue to enable and perpetuate those double standards? Are we going to continue to invest in the colonial inheritance of whiteness? And I get it. I mean, in a lot of respects, where I am in life is because I have accessed the white privilege that I was able to and aware of, and I continue to do so. That's why even right now, I'm not worried about whether my hair is brushed or whether I'm wearing a different outfit as yesterday. Okay, I took a shower and my shirt has changed, but after that, you are going to accept the value of my words because they are true, not because of how I look. And that's me being able to access a certain level of white privilege. It just is. And I understand that. I realize that I am, again, sitting at a very interesting nexus of identities. Of having been raised by conservative, upper middle class, for lack of a better language, white people. And yet looking as I look, and having the biological and the genetic and cultural roots that I do. Anywho, so yeah, solid video. I'm out. Y'all take care. Have a great day. And here's Diego. Again, I live a simple life and I love it. I mean, I got some cleaning up to do, but that's where this past weekend the project was to start getting these water filters going. And I've started that, which is really, really cool. I need to get some more hose for the filter because I have a spigot with two different sizes. Oh well. But it's good because I'm also happy to have the variety. Oh my gosh. Again, when you make mistakes, let it go, or maybe understand that it wasn't a mistake. And yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's just it. Stop needing to have control. Ciao, y'all. Take care.